Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. Special edition Wednesday night for Above the Cushion here, as we're going to get Heartland Welding Academy, a new partner at 81 Speedway, taking care of our white flag here for Saturday night action here at the Speedway. Friday, Saturday night, whatever nights we do race at the Speedway, taking care of that. We appreciate it. We're going to get a little tutorial on the college, and Chuck's in the house with us here tonight. But we got a few things to cover moving forward for Friday night. Friday the 13th over at Humboldt Speedway for your on-the-go tire and auto $1,000 to win Midwest Mod Special. We also have some races here at 81 Speedway going to happen as well, so we'll cover that here momentarily. But first and foremost, we need to thank our sponsor here on Above the Cushion, TM Fencing LLC. Great partner, awesome to see Tane, who's up in the booth with us on Saturday night, just kind of hanging out and watching the races, and everything he does for drivers and events and races and everything he does for us here at the Speedway, taking care of some of the business fences around the property. We need to thank him. If you need something done at your property, your house, your business, maybe your neighbors in a little bit of a stretch, they need to get a fence, give them a call. TM Fencing LLC, 316-218-3450. Tane and the crew get over there and get you absolutely free estimate. If you're got a new build, you need to get something designed, they take care of that too. If you just want to do a standard picket fence, they do them all from small to tall, all the way around your property. 81 Speedway Junior Racers Kids Club, we have a big deal going on Saturday here at the Speedway for Father's Day edition of points racing here at the Speedway. So Wichita Shields is donating a Father's Day barbecue themed gift package filled with all of the great barbecue items from Wichita Shields. All the fathers, adult male, that enter the grandstands will be given a raffle ticket. About intermission time, we'll give that. We'll raffle that deal off. We'll pick one out of the bucket, and we'll call it over the PA. We need to thank Wichita Shields for the barbecue themed gift basket on Father's Day points night here Saturday night. Don't, as a reminder, 81 Speedway Junior Racers Kids Club, parents, race teams in the pits. Make sure you get up your kids 10 and under, absolutely free, to get them signed up. Make sure you check in every single night. There's some giveaway stuff. There's some coupons given out, and of course a free bag of popcorn, and you can just get in on all of the great stuff that the Junior Racers Kids Club does. We need to thank Victory Lane Michael for everything he's been doing for us down in the infield, doing an absolutely fantastic job. So he cuts time in between the Kids Club at the beginning of the night, and then he's down to take care of Victory Lane celebrations as well. So Kids Club sponsors, we need to give them a big thanks. Of course, Casey Jo Gimmel, the Avocare gal, we've had her on the show. We're going to have to get her to the Speedway a little bit and get some talks with her. But Casey Jo Gimmel, we need to thank you for all your support for the 81 Speedway Junior Racers Kids Club. Wichita Shields been absolutely awesome for the Kids Club and all the Kids Club members here at 81 Speedway. And Johnny Whitmore with Race Day Ministries for everything that he does, helping out with some giveaways and of course, taking care of invocation every Saturday night right here at 81 Speedway. Again, it is Father's Day championship points action on Saturday here at the Speedway. Pit's going to open at 3 o'clock, grandstand at 5. Drivers must be checked in by 5:30. Hot laps at 6:15, and we will get started with the night promptly at 7 o'clock. $35 to get into the pits for the adults. Children 5 to 10 years old going to be $15, and children 4 and under absolutely free into the pits. Grandstand $15 for adults. Your seniors 65 and military $12, and of course children 10 and under absolutely free. And of course all the children 10 and under get up there and make sure that you are checked in at the Kids Club. Alternative Pest Management, USRA Modifieds, as they're headed towards that $5,000 to win championship at the end of the year. They will be back Saturday night. Poorman Auto Supply, USRA B-Mods, your TM Fencing LLC Super Stocks, your Wickham Heating and Air Conditioning Mini Stock and Tuners, and your Allied Battery Stock Cars, all in competition. Of course, Wickham Heating and Air Conditioning Mini Stock and Tuners last Saturday night, 30 cars checked in for championship action, and that was absolutely awesome to see that class and as it grows this year. So we'll have to see what the mark is for Saturday night for car count for your mini stock and tuners. Also, of course, Friday night, we've been talking about it as we had to cancel it last Friday night, a little too wet over at the Hummer. Midwest Mod special presented by On the Go Tire and Auto right there in Chinook, Kansas. We need to thank them for their partnership for the Midwest Mod $1,000 to win special. You got the Outlaw Power Wheels races, and it's Kids Night. It's also Fort Scott Night. We got a lot going on over at Humboldt Speedway, and we hope you can make it. Of course, all the Fort Scott residents, you're going to get absolutely free into the grandstand for all the adults. Of course, kids 10 and under free into Humboldt, but Fort Scott residents with a valid ID. Maybe you just moved to Fort Scott, you haven't got your ID changed. Just bring a electric bill or a cable bill over that has your name and your address in Fort Scott, and we'll get you in there to the races. Kids Night, going to be absolutely fantastic. Of course, we park all the cars on the front stretch. We get everyone down there, do a little autograph session, and we invite everyone out. Been some question about cars. If you have a late model, if you have a sprint car and you'd like to come out and be part of Kids Night, contact GM John Allen and you let him know that you want to show up. We'd love to have you there. We'd love to, we don't race sprint cars that much at Humboldt, and we'd love to get you down there so the kids can take a look at what's going to go on, because we have an Oil Capital Racing series event going to happen here in just a few weeks. So kind of want to get some sprint cars over there. If you got one, a late model again, of course, we had a great Sooner late model series race 3 weeks ago at the Speedway. So if you got a car just kind of sitting around, you're not doing something on a Friday night, you want to be part of Kids Night, please contact GM John Allen, and we can get something worked up for you to be there. 5 classes going to be in competition on Friday night, Friday the 13th over at the Hummer. Ray's Metal Depot USRA B mods, of course your Midwest mods, as they're going to race for $1,000. Home Savings Bank factory stocks, your Wilson Automotive mini stock and tuners, and the USRA, the Bull Ring Hummers for the modifieds are going to be there as well. So the Bull Ring Bar, USRA modifieds are going to be in competition. As we're only running just a handful of the USRA modified events this year, it's not a weekly points deal, so kind of a special event, and we hope you can be there Friday night for a Bull Ring Bar USRA modifieds. A lot going on over at Humboldt. We're going to keep talking about it tomorrow. Pay attention to the Facebook page, and we'll get going on that. I'm going to do a little competition or a little challenge on the Facebook page for Humboldt Speedway, so be paying attention to that. It's going to get you some free grandstand admission, so we'll have a little fun over there on the Humboldt Speedway Facebook page. Going, kind of talking about the Oil Capital Racing Series. For everyone that enjoys some sprint car action, we invite you on June 20th for the OCRS Sprint Cars and Weekly Championship Points action at Humboldt Speedway. That is going to be streamed live on start to finish. So if you go over to our great friends at Start to Finish on the Facebook page, you can get that. But it is the Champ 360 Sprint Cars with the Oil Capital Racing Series are going to be at the Speedway on June 20th. So if you've been kind of waiting to get over to Humboldt Speedway and you're a sprint car fan, we invite you over as the Oil Capital Racing Series makes its return to the FOE world for 81 Speedway and Humboldt Speedway. Of course, that's a doubleheader. I believe that's a doubleheader night. Let's check this, as they are going to be, again, doubleheader. So start to finish going to be streaming here at the Speedway on June 21st. So 2 nights of OSCRS Sprint Cars, and it is the Mike Peters Classic, 8th annual Mike Peters Classic right here on June 21st. So sprint cars are your thing. They are headed right to Humboldt Speedway and 81 Speedway, and we invite you out for that. We are live on the 81 Speedway Facebook page. I forgot to say that, and I apologize. So tonight, live on 81 Speedway Facebook page. If you got some questions, head over to the chat, and we can answer any of them that you have. But in studio with us, Heartland Welding Academy, new sponsor here and supporter at the racetrack, Chuck Friedrichs.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go. Chuck Friedrichs. How we doing?
Doing good.
Pull it up to you just a little bit.
How's that?
Perfect. The boss was here last week. All my stuff's all messed up, so I'm going to blame him for that. Well, new partner here at the Speedway, taking care of the white flag. I need to thank Lexi.
Yep.
She's an awesome team member. She hooked us up and got us here. I wasn't sure if she was going to show up or not, but she sent you over for this. But just want to meet you, introduce yourself, kind of talk about how you got into welding, and then we'll rapid fire off some questions.
Well, it seems like that's been a generation ago. Uh, you know, how my career started was simply a couple of years into college. You know, I unfortunately lost my father, lost interest in school, dropped out, and I knew that as a young man, hardworking, I needed to do something.
Mhm.
And I signed up for a trade school, much like ours today. This would have been roughly the mid 90s, and the rest has been history. So, um,
Where are you from?
well, I'm originally from South Texas,
Okay.
down just north of Corpus Christi. Um, and But that's a real hard question to ask because we've chased opportunities, and my career has taken us to many different states. So we've
Mhm.
established ourselves as